Here's your news for March 31st, 2020. We're kicking off today with news from Roman Reigns, as WWE COO Triple H has confirmed the big dog is off WrestleMania. Despite this shocking change being reported earlier last week, the game didn't address this on last Friday's SmackDown, as he gave his prediction on the Reigns-Goldberg match, which was supposed to take place. In an interview with ESPN, the 14-time world champion confirmed that Roman won't be appearing, as his two battles with leukemia have left Reigns with a compromised immune system, which is especially dangerous in the current situation. In his first comments since withdrawing himself from the match, Reigns posted a video on Instagram TV, where he commented on those criticizing his decision, saying, "It's funny because for years, people have been like, don't show up to WrestleMania, we don't want you in it, you know what I mean? There's a handful of dudes and haters that didn't want me there, but the moment I make a choice for me and my family, I'm a coward, I'm a sissy, I'm a lot of different things than I am now." The former world champion also took time to apologize to the fans who did want to see him at WrestleMania, but said that this decision was made with his own health and the health of his family as the most important factor. Though it is a difficult decision for Roman to make, his health comes above anything else, and hopefully fans will get some answers about the Universal Championship match and WrestleMania on this Friday's SmackDown. While WrestleMania 36 is clearly not the show the company had planned just a few months back, the WWE has already started to think about their August pay-per-view, SummerSlam. Despite the show being the company's second biggest pay-per-view of the year behind WrestleMania, the company are reportedly making no plans regarding the biggest party of the summer. As Ringside News was told by one of their sources, there are no discussions right now about SummerSlam. As of right now, the plan is for the Boston TD Garden to host SummerSlam on August 23rd, but with the current situation affecting everyone in the world, as well as major sporting events, this could easily change. We're looking at this week's edition of Monday Night Raw now, as the final edition of the Red Brand before WrestleMania saw a huge title match be added to the card. During this week's show, it was confirmed that the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, the Kabuki Warriors, will defend their titles at the Showcase of the Immortals against the very same team that they beat last year, Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross. Bliss has been calling out the champions for a while now, claiming that they've been hiding from her and Cross, and now the Goddess and her pal will have the chance to become the first ever two-time Women's Tag Team Champions. Originally, it was speculated that Beth Phoenix and Natalya were meant to be involved in what would have been a triple threat tag team match, but clearly the company went in a different direction. Speaking of championships, AEW already have 3 pieces of gold as part of their company, but now the relatively new promotion will be adding a 4th championship to their show. During the latest episode of Road to Dynamite, it was revealed that the company will soon be debuting their TNT Championship, named after their TV deal provider. It was also confirmed that an 8-man tournament will determine the first AEW TNT champion, and that the first round of the tournament will take place on the Wednesday, April 8th edition of Dynamite. As of right now, there's no design for the new piece of gold, but we're excited to see who will be crowned the very first AEW TNT champion. We are going back in time to 2016 now, as on the July 4th edition of Raw, Kevin Owens was pied in a backstage segment. Though fans speculated on who the pastry-wielding assailant was, fans never got an answer, though this week Owens pointed the finger of blame at Vince McMahon. Though he admitted on the AJ Awesome show that McMahon didn't literally hold the pie, he did say, "He's the one who decided that pie was going to hit me in the face, and he wasn't there physically to do it, but he's the one who made it happen." Owens recovered nicely from the pie, as within months he was Universal Champion, but we doubt the prizefighter ever looked at pie the same again. From one Canadian to another now, as Edge returned to the ring this year and revealed this week that a mountain biking accident helped lead to his return. Speaking to ESPN, Edge said that it was during a workout with Sheamus that he was involved in the accident, but said that his neck felt completely fine despite the cuts to his body. It was this accident and the state of his neck after that made Edge realize his neck wasn't as broken as it once was, so fans can thank the Celtic Warrior for helping bring the rated R superstar back to WWE TV. We've got even more championship news for you now, as throughout his career, Shane "Hurricane" Helms held plenty of gold. Not only a former World Tag Team Champion, but the WWE's resident superhero also held the European and Hardcore titles and also was a two-time Cruiserweight Champion. After the announcement of the AEW TNT title, Helms took to Twitter to speak about when he wanted to rename a championship after a channel, saying, "I once asked VKM if I could refer to the Cruiserweight Championship as the CW Championship since we were on the CW network. He just looked at me and said, 'Why would you do that?' I replied, 'I guess I wouldn't,' and I walked away." It's probably for the best that Helms didn't rename the title, as SmackDown was only on the CW from 2006 to 2008, though the title did get a name change years later when it was brought back in WWE and moved to NXT. In a follow-up tweet, Helms joked that he tapped out quick, as it goes to show that Vince McMahon knows what he wants to call his titles. We are looking at Monday Night Raw now, as the final 3-hour show before WrestleMania saw a lot of action to help build to this weekend's unique mega show. During the show, Aleister Black squashed indie star Jason Cade, who works on the indies in a tag team with Rich Swann, and had a unique explanation for his loss. On Twitter, Cade joked that he only lost because he was distracted by a fan, poking fun at the recent lack of a crowd, and while it may be a while before fans see Cade in a WWE ring again, fans will see Black take on Bobby Lashley at this weekend's WrestleMania. From Raw to SmackDown now, as this Friday's show will be the final event before WrestleMania, and the WWE has announced a lot of segments ahead of time to get the fans to tune in. It's been confirmed that John Cena will appear on the Blue Brand this week, and is expected to answer Bray Wyatt regarding their upcoming Firefly Funhouse match this week. The SmackDown Tag Team Champions The Miz and John Morrison will also host another episode of The Dirt Sheet, and while the pair were supposed to face the Usos and The New Day in a triple threat tag team ladder match at WrestleMania, it's unclear what'll happen, as The Miz was reportedly showing signs of illness recently. Though it hasn't been confirmed by WWE, it's also expected that WWE will make a change to the Universal Championship match. As with Roman Reigns off the Mania card, it's been heavily rumored that Braun Strowman will replace him as Goldberg's opponent. As of right now, no matches have been announced for this Friday's show, as the road to the unquestionably strangest WrestleMania of all time is nearly at its end. One SmackDown storyline that fans have seen plenty of in the past few months is that between Otis and Mandy Rose, as the heavy machinery powerhouse is still hoping to win over the Golden Goddess. Despite the fact that Rose has aligned herself with Dolph Ziggler, this hasn't stopped Otis's unrequited love for her, as he posted on Twitter that Rose is the most beautiful woman in the world, and called her his peach. This nickname is something that Otis has been using for Rose since their days back in NXT, and while it's adorable that the heavyweight still has feelings for her despite everything that's happened, it seems that Mandy is more than happy in the arms of the show-off, who will face Otis this weekend at WrestleMania. Speaking of SmackDown, it's clear that the WWE TV just isn't quite the same without a live crowd in the arena. And despite the best efforts of WWE to provide high-quality content, fans just weren't tuning in last week. For the company's third episode of SmackDown without an audience, the show drew an average 2.36 million viewers on Fox, according to Showbuzz Daily. This number is down 8% from the week prior's 2.56 million, which was the best number for the Blue Brand since their move to Fox last October. In fact, this week's show wasn't just bad, but it was the lowest SmackDown viewership of 2020, with the last lowest rated show taking place on December 13th, which drew 2.33 million fans. In the coveted 18 to 49 demographic, last Friday's show drew a 0.7 rating, down slightly from the prior week's 0.8 rating, and for the second week in a row, SmackDown came in 8th place on the night for viewership on network TV. Given the current circumstances, it's hardly surprising that the Blue Brand is suffering without a live crowd, and hopefully things will get back to normal sooner rather than later. Speaking of the Red Brand, the WWE has released a new commercial that will air on the USA Network, and while having a good commercial is hardly surprising, the content of the advertisement certainly is. While the new Raw Must Be Monday features a lot of WWE content, it also features Samoa Joe taking a table bump from the Authors of Pain, which led to the former NXT and United States champion suffering a concussion. It's interesting that WWE would choose to include a very real injury as part of their promotional material, and after suffering another concussion during the January 27th Raw, and then being suspended for 30 days for violating the company's wellness policy, hopefully things will pick up for the Samoan submission machine when he finally makes his way back to WWE TV. Speaking of injuries, we all know that unfortunate situations can happen at any time in wrestling, and Montez Ford may have suffered a terrible accident during this week's Raw. During a six-man tag match, the Raw Tag Team Champion dove over the top rope and crashed hard on the floor, with a loud sound being heard as his butt hit the ground. On Twitter, Ford posted a video of Mike Tyson claiming he broke his back, and said that it was similar to the conversation he had after Raw with his mother. Hopefully, the charismatic champion is exaggerating, but it's no doubt impossible to take a bump like that and not be feeling worse for wear. We've got some much-needed good news in this unpredictable time now, as AEW star Nick Jackson and his wife have welcomed their third child. Online, Jackson posted a photo with his new son Michael and joked on the latest being the Elite that if his youngest son gets into wrestling, his name will be Michael Jackson. In kayfabe, Jackson is out indefinitely after being attacked by the Inner Circle, which gives him plenty of time to spend with his wife and family. In the upcoming Blood and Guts match between the Elite and the Inner Circle, Jackson has been replaced by Matt Hardy, and we at Slatrock would like to send our congratulations to Nick and his wife on the newest addition to their family. And finally today, we're looking at the results of Monday Night Raw, as this week's show had a lot of work to do just 5 days before WrestleMania. In the opening of the show, The Undertaker continued his new, more down-to-earth character, and seemed a lot more like the American badass that ruled WWE from 2000 to 2003. Not only did Taker refer to his WrestleMania opponent by his real name, Alan Jones, but he also said that Styles couldn't hang with guys like Eddie Guerrero, The Rock, or Steve Austin, and even claimed that the Styles clash was worse than his own wife's take on the move, Michelle McCool's Faithbreaker. After saying Styles will pay the ultimate price for disrespecting the dead man's wife, the Phenom even invited Styles to bring Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson to WrestleMania before revealing a tombstone with the Phenomenal One's name. Up next, Shayna Baszler made a big final statement ahead of her WrestleMania title match by attacking Raw Women's Champion Becky Lynch, while Aleister Black easily dispatched of Jason Cade. In six-man tag action, Kevin Owens and the Raw Tag Team Champions, the Street Profits, defeated Seth Rollins, Angel Garza, and Austin Theory. And it'll be Theory who will replace the injured Andrade and team with Garza against the Street Profits at WrestleMania. After this, fans got to see Edge address his WrestleMania opponent Randy Orton, calling the Viper a junkie for his own in-ring persona, while the WWE Women's Tag Team Champion Asuka defeated NXT's Kaden Carter. In the closing moments of the show, WWE Champion Brock Lesnar appeared alongside his advocate Paul Heyman, and while the Beast's advocate praised Drew McIntyre as a very special individual, promised that it'll be his Beast standing tall at WrestleMania. Time will tell whether Heyman's promise comes true, but after mentioning stars who lost to the Beast like The Rock, Hulk Hogan, Randy Couture, and John Cena, it's hard to bet against the Beast.